It's a bit mind-boggling, you know? That one of the longest running studies in psychological history, Harvard's study of adult development, has tracked over 2,000 lives for more than 85 years. And its most powerful finding, you ask? The quality of our relationships is the strongest predictor of happiness, physical health, and longevity. Not wealth, not fame, not achievement, but relationships, connection, and emotional safety. So what happens when we normalize therapy but skip emotional education? Well, we end up missing something vital: emotional literacy. It's a quiet but measurable disconnect. In my psychological studies, the pattern is clear. People lack tools to understand their emotions, how to communicate clearly, and navigate being human. Navigate being human? Yes. Because the study of the mind, it isn't just academic, it's the study of us. As Dr. Robert Waldinger, the study's director, puts it, good relationships keep us happier and healthier, period. And that's not just poetic, it's clinical. This truth is echoed in attachment theory, relational psychology, and developmental neuroscience. Emotional safety isn't a luxury, it's a biological need. Because relational awareness, it's foundational, and more people are starting to see that. For many, emotional support is something we seek after discomfort sets in. But what if emotional fluency could be built from the start? That pattern, waiting until we're hurting to seek help, it isn't accidental. It's shaped by generations of norms that taught us to hide our pain, to be strong, to keep mental health behind closed doors. Because back then, vulnerability was seen as weakness. And while that's been the reality for many, it doesn't have to be the future. Emotional intelligence gives us the grace to navigate around one another without force, without friction. It's what allows us to coexist with compassion, even when we don't speak the same inner language. Can you imagine a world that teaches those skills? A world that makes space for peace? Think about it. The reels you watch, the songs that move you, those are someone else's personal experiences. So why do they echo back to us? Because despite our differences, there are emotional patterns and shared truths that connect us. And research supports this. Whether it's mirror neurons, empathy studies, or narrative psychology, we know that stories resonate because they reflect something familiar. No matter your beliefs, your language, or where you were born, this is universal. Because when you strip away the layers, titles, traumas, triumphs, we're human. And at our core, many of us seek the same things: connection, belonging, understanding, and the freedom to move through the world with emotional autonomy. Even when our communication styles don't align. This isn't about pointing fingers, though. It's about awareness. About noticing what's been missing and imagining what's possible. A world where emotional support isn't reserved for crisis, but woven into everyday life. Where healing is relational, not conditional. Where we build fluency before the breakdown. While institutions play a role, meaningful change often begins in quiet moments, within families, friendships, and communities. And honestly, that's my goal, to share that truth. To remind us that as much as my story matters to me, your story carries the same weight. And when we start from that understanding, everything begins to make a little more sense. It's time we put the tools of healing in our own hands, to reclaim what was always ours, our freedom to feel. Because it isn't a luxury, it's the baseline. I know not everyone will resonate with this approach, and that too is part of the diversity of human experience. I'm not here to change the culture overnight, but I am here to serve those who care enough to want better, for themselves and for the world around them. Maybe it sounds cliche, but as Elton John's lyrics go, you may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will live as one. That vision of unity, of peace, of shared humanity has echoed across generations. And I too carry hope that in my lifetime, I can make even the slightest impact for the better. This message isn't just for you, the one listening in today. It's for those who will inherit the world we choose to shape. Here, in this space, questions aren't just allowed, they're how we grow. So let us pause, let us feel, and let us begin.